All right. Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're tackling something that I think a lot of startup founders really struggle with,
Yeah.
and it's how to use testimonials effectively in a pitch deck.
Right.
Now, we see a lot of pitch decks, and we see a lot of the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah.
And
Especially with the testimonials.
testimonials is one that is just like it's a landmine out there.
Yeah. They can really go wrong quickly.
And we came across this quote from Blake Email,
Oh, yeah. Blake Ema.
the design guru.
Sweet startup guru. Yeah.
And he said, and this is a quote, "Testimonials work harder when they're scattered through your pitch instead of quarantined in their own section."
I love that.
What a great way to put it.
It's so true.
I mean, when you think about it, we've all seen that slide in a pitch deck,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
where it's like, here's 3 customers,
3 headshots.
3 headshots,
Yeah.
and here's what they have to say about us.
Yeah.
And it's like, generic quotes. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's nice,
Uh-huh.
and then we move on.
But the way he's suggesting to use it, I think, is so much more powerful.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So break it down for us. Like, what's the thinking behind this?
I think it all comes down to timing and relevance.
Okay.
So you're an investor. You're sitting in a room. You're listening to a pitch.
Yeah.
You're probably intrigued by the idea, but you're also probably a little bit skeptical,
Yeah.
right? Like, is this real? Does this actually solve a problem?
Yeah.
Are these founders the right people to do this?
Totally.
And then imagine right after the founder lays out a problem
Yeah.
they're trying to solve, bam, a
Yeah.
quote pops up from a customer who experienced that exact pain point,
Oh,
right?
I-
We see what you're saying.
so it's not just the founder making these claims. It's like,
Right.
oh, here's someone who's actually in the trenches who actually felt this pain.
Totally, like someone who gets it.
Yeah.
And they're saying, this company solved it for me. Exactly. And I think that's way more powerful.
It's validating.
I'm just like a slide at the end, just kind of like thrown in there.
Yeah, and I think also you're hitting on something really important there, which is like the flow of a presentation.
Right.
Because a pitch deck, it can be pretty dry.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of data.
It's a lot of numbers. It's, it could be
A lot of charts.
very like heady stuff.
Yeah.
Also,
Wicking it up.
dropping a testimonial in there.
Yeah.
It's like it breaks up the monotony.
Like a little bit of like a human element.
Yeah, it's like a little story,
Right.
and it just like
Can you
keeps the audience engaged.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
Totally.
Yeah, I love that.
And if you kind of think about it, like instead of having that one testimonial slide, it's more like you're weaving this tapestry of trust,
Ooh, I like that.
right?
Sure.
Like throughout the presentation.
I like that a lot.
So by the time you get to the end,
You've kind of built up this like, oh, wow, like this company's legit. They're actually solving problems.
yeah, people are saying good things about them,
People are saying good things about them and like,
not just the founders.
right.
Yeah,
It's not just them tooting their own horn.
I love that.
So let's get practical.
Right.
If you're a founder and you're looking at your pitch deck right now,
Yeah.
where could you integrate testimonials for maximum impact?
Okay.
So
Give us some specifics.
Yeah. So think about your problem slide, right?
Okay.
Like where you're really laying out the pain point that you're solving
Uh-huh.
right after that boom testimonial
Okay.
from someone who's lived that pain.
So it's like, here's the problem,
Yeah,
and here's someone who understands your problem.
exactly.
Got it.
Right. What about your solution slide?
Okay.
Where you're explaining how your product or service solves that problem.
Right.
Showcase a testimonial from a customer whose life or business was transformed by what you offer.
Okay.
And not just like, oh, this product's great,
Yeah,
but like a specific example of how it solved their problem,
I like it.
right? How about your team slide?
Oh, the team slide.
Yeah, the team slide.
That's always an interesting one
Yeah.
because it can feel a little self-congratulatory.
It can. Yeah.
Like, we're so great.
Look at us.
Look at us. We went to Stanford.
We all went to Ivy League schools.
Right, exactly.
But what if you include a quote from
Uh,
a respected advisor or an investor
oh,
who believes in your vision?
right.
And they're like, this team is amazing because of X, Y, and Z.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
It's like third-party validation
Totally.
of how great the team is.
Right.
As opposed to just you saying how great you are.
It's not just you saying it. And then, you've got your market validation slide.
Okay.
Right, where you're talking about early traction, you're talking about like proof that this is actually working.
Right.
Instead of just stating the numbers, feature a few powerful lines from beta testers or early adopters who
Oh.
are already seeing the value.
It's like, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Show me.
Exactly. Let me hear it from the people who are actually using your product.
I love that.
Right. And you know,
Yeah.
and here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
You can go beyond simple quotes.
Okay.
Think short video clips.
Ooh.
Right.
Like little snippets.
Yeah, like super short
Yeah.
of like a happy customer talking about their experience.
Yeah.
What about data visualizations
Right.
that incorporate customer satisfaction scores?
Okay.
Right? So it's not just like, here's a number.
Yeah.
It's like visually represented
Yeah, yeah.
how happy people are.
Yeah, you could even like, those word clouds
Word clouds, yeah.
where it's like the bigger the word,
Yeah.
the more people said it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you could pull out key phrases
Yeah.
from testimonials
Oh.
and like have this really cool visual representation.
I love that.
You could even weave mini case studies
Oh.
into your narrative.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right.
So
Stuffed.
like tell a story
Tell a story
about a particular customer.
about how this customer was struggling with X.
Yeah.
They found your product and now their life is amazing.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. So it's like,
So it's all about,
it's about bringing those customer voices to life
yeah.
and making them an integral part of your story.
Totally, yeah.
But one thing to keep in mind,
Yeah.
authenticity is key.
Oh, yeah.
Investors can spot a generic, slapped-together testimonial from a mile away.
Oh, yeah, they can smell that out.
Yeah.
Right.
You want real stories,
Yeah.
genuine voices,
Yeah.
and a strategic placement that actually strengthens your overall pitch.
So what does this all mean for all of our startup founders listening out there?
It means don't just tell investors how great you are.
Yeah.
Show them.
Yeah.
Let your customers do the talking for you. But make sure you do it strategically
Yeah.
by scattering those powerful testimonials throughout your pitch deck.
So think about those key points.
Yeah.
Where can you pop in a little
Little nugget.
nugget of social proof?
Gold nugget
Yeah, exactly.
of customer love.
And challenge yourself,
Yeah.
like don't just do the same old,
Yeah.
3 headshots, 3 quotes.
Be creative.
Like be creative. Think outside the box.
Yeah.
How can you bring these customers to life
Yeah.
within your pitch?
It's going to make for a more engaging and a much more persuasive presentation.
Absolutely. And it's one that investors are going to remember.
Totally.
Awesome. Thanks so much for breaking that down for us.
My pleasure.
Really, really helpful stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all next time for another deep dive.
Yeah.